Law of Attraction, 3 Burning Questions of Many a Conscious Creator. The title is pretty self-explanatory, so let's just get right to it, shall we? But first, I want to let everyone know that I will be holding a group LOA call on January 19th from 8 to 9:30 p.m. Est. I was inspired to do this after listening to a group call for a program I am currently doing. Not only will you be able to ask me a question directly, you will benefit from listening to my responses to other people's questions, which are highly likely to contain some useful nuggets for your current situation. That is just how attraction works, as we all know. And if you're the shy and quiet type, you don't have to utter a peep, and you can just soak in all the awesomeness. Head on over to sign up, it's gonna be great. And back to the post. Enjoy, everyone. Manifested something that's not quite what I wanted. What to do? Once we start this whole conscious creation business, our attraction magnet strengthens. Our beliefs start shifting. We start feeling better more of the time. We are infused with a stronger sense of hope and optimism. We start feeling more in control. And as our internal world starts changing, so does our outside experience. And you will start manifesting all sorts of stuff, big and small. A common issue people run into is manifesting something that isn't quite what we want, but feeling torn about whether or not to accept it. We wonder if this is the manifestation we have been waiting for, and if we should just take it. It kind of fits the bill. Do we jump on it because we hope that it will be better than we think it may be now, or in case something better doesn't come along? Or perhaps you got something that you wanted in its exact form, but there is just something off somewhere, and it is making you a bit uneasy. This is what you wanted, right? Shouldn't you take this opportunity? The short answer to all these burning questions is no. There is never just one shot. The universe is never delivering some watered-down version of what you want, with message "this is the best you can get." You don't have to settle for less than what you want simply because the manifestation has its good points, and you should just be happy with that. You are not being greedy or unrealistic in your unwillingness to accept anything less than exactly what you want. The way I see it, these not quite manifestations often pop up to show us we have a choice. Don't be afraid to say no to things that are just okay, or are almost what you want. Choose in favor of creating your most desired reality, with the idea that you can have it all. Exercise your faith and trust, and boldly declare you are letting in the best of what the universe has to offer you. So, don't take that job that seems perfect except for the crappy salary, or the boss who just doesn't seem like someone you would like to work for. Don't stay in the relationship with the guy who is perfect except for the fact he is lukewarm on kids, when you know without a doubt you want to become a mother someday, and hope that maybe he'll get on board at some point in the future. Don't work with that freelancing or consulting client who is a huge pain in the ass just because the pay is good. The money really isn't worth it. When saying no to less than what you want, some stuff is likely to come up. It's okay, it happens to the best of us. Pay attention and see what is there. This experience may have showed up to bring your attention to some blocks that are still pretty dominant. But do your best to keep your chin up. If you get too deep into lament over not getting just what you wanted, you may miss some great opportunities. Your intuition will be drowned out. Your connection to your higher self will weaken. Don't conclude that what you want is just not possible. You getting exactly what you want is all part of the grand plan of this existence we are designed to create. Are issues from my past keeping what I want from me now? When we have trouble manifesting, it is common to wonder if things from our past are messing with our efforts to create in this present reality. The answer to this question is yes and no, depending on what aspect we are looking at. If you are thinking in terms of having done things in your past that are bad in some way, and now the good stuff is being withheld as some sort of punishment, then no. I used to believe in karma, as in the what goes around comes around type of definition. It is comforting to think those who do wrong will eventually get their comeuppance. It is equally comforting to think if you are a good person, some higher power will bestow some good upon you as some sort of reward for all your suffering. But I don't believe that anymore. If that was the driving force behind what happens to us, what about bad things that happen to good people, like the devoted mother of 3 getting cancer? What about good things that happen to bad people, like convicted sex offenders winning the lottery? We have no idea what other people's manifestations represent to them, or how it will serve their journey. You know why I no longer believe in this construct? Because this idea of reward and punishment by some all-powerful outside force implies judgment. That is a human thing. The force that lies the root of creation for everything we see and experience is neutral. It is not keeping tabs on us, making judgments about our actions, and then deciding whether we will get what we want. It is not evaluating our worthiness or whether we are deserving. It is not teaching us a lesson by making bad things happen to us or withholding our desires. So, no matter what you have done in the past, it is not going to keep you from getting what you want now. You are not being judged undeserving or unworthy. We have all done things of which we are not proud. We have all made mistakes. At one point, we may have been a pretty crappy person, but if we are turning that around, we can have all the best this existence has to offer. We were crappy because we were in pain, and we may not have made the best choices, but it is in the past. Now for aspect number 2, if you are still believing things that you decided were true at some point in the past, or are still abiding by decisions you made long ago, then yes, your past can affect your present because all of that stuff is still in your vibration now, which is our point of power. Now is when everything is happening. If a limiting belief from the past has been completely destroyed, you wouldn't attract something now that reflects it because it isn't in your now vibration. There is no delayed reaction to something that happened in the past. A situation can only come in now, if you are a match for it now. I'm having trouble strengthening my good feelings. What can I do? Because what we feel is so important to the attraction process. Monitoring our actions, and modifying the ones that make us feel badly is a worthy use of our time. There are a million things you can do to accomplish this task, but I always recommend you start with trying to eliminate the things that are not making you feel great, that are standing in the way. That is uber powerful, and will make it a lot easier to add new activities in, and shift your energy. What can be subtracted that is just screwing things up? Are you addicted to checking your email to see if someone has contacted you about setting up a consultation, booking a coaching package, or some other sort of contact that shows your business will become more successful as you so want? What do you feel when you open your inbox and don't see any of these things? You probably feel badly, and notice that lack of sales or clients in your life. You would probably be much better off checking email once or twice a day, even if that proof still doesn't show up as soon as you would ideally want. The less times you are reminded of its absence on a daily basis, the better. The more time you spend on your mental homework, the less this will bother you because you know that what is happening on the outside right this moment doesn't matter a lick, and things are lining up for you, and will come rushing in as you get more aligned. You will just keep taking actions to build your business that feel good, like writing great blog posts, building beneficially mutual relationships with others in your niche, and providing tons of value to the clients you already have. Do you spend time watching shows about Kardashians, rich housewives of various locales, or other shows that really play up the wealth of these people, or make them seem like they are vapid, self-centered and removed from real life? Do you feel the jealousy bubbling up because of all the great stuff they have? Do you find yourself thinking negative things about people with money? Do you get all pissed off, thinking they aren't deserving, because they just don't seem like very good people? Do you think this will bode well for your intentions to attract more money? Do you insist on talking about Loa with people whom you know don't resonate with it, and their words chip away at the fledgling faith you are working so hard to cultivate? Do the comments make you feel less certain what you want is possible? Are you truly enjoying all the various exercises meant to strengthen your manifesting mojo, or are they feeling like a chore? Are they actually making you feel worse, because as you are doing them, you are even more acutely aware of the things you want not being present in your immediate reality? Do you accept the idea of simply doing things that make you feel good in theory, but in actuality, believe that cultivating this change is actually really hard, and you have to constantly be engaging in some sort of work? Don't get me wrong, the exercises are great for focusing and helping us change. There is some degree of conscious effort involved in changing our conditioning. But like I had mentioned in an earlier post about getting the most out of personal development work, you don't want to become a self-help junkie who is jumping from book to book, program to program, etc., thinking that this is what it takes to really change. Be patient, and commit to applying the wisdom of just one author or program or whatever, for a bit. Just do a few exercises that really resonate. Give things a chance to work. Remember that feeling good is the name of the game. There are infinite ways to accomplish that goal. What are you focusing on now that makes it more difficult to cultivate the thoughts, feelings and beliefs that support getting what you want? What actions are you taking that is creating this same problem? In closing, hope you enjoyed the post, and if you ever pondered any of these questions, found some helpful answers. Remember never to settle for anything less than what you want. You deserve the best life has to offer. You are not being judged. Nothing is withholding what you want because you don't deserve it. The quickest path to genuinely feeling good starts with edging out what is not making us feel good, what is screwing with our happy, shiny new beliefs and feelings we are working to create.